Good morning. Are you Mr. Bruno Fernandez?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Fernandez, looks like I think you have two cases, 22 CF 14269. We do find probable cause for one count of possession of crystal meth, that's a $1,000 bond. One count of possession of drug paraphernalia, a $100 bond. Case number 21MM484, you're picked up on a failure to appear warrant. The judge did set your bond amount of $2,000, and will appoint the PD to represent you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck, sir.
Your Honor, name and language is mental health.
Okay, so we can reset for tomorrow, that makes sense?
We can waive her appearance. I have no objection to that, Your Honor.
She's, it looks like a city ordinance, that's a $250 bond, probable cause, that's 22 MO, I think, 1354.
Yes.
She's out on bond, I think,
Yes, Your Honor. I'm asking the,
ag assault case.
yes, she's out on bond on the felony. I'm asking the court to take no action because no information has been filed yet in the felony case.
22 CF 12765, it looks like. Does the state have any preference here, what we do with the bond?
Since it's ag assault with a deadly weapon, I would ask that it at least be revoked and set at a higher bond at the minimum, but I do recognize that she is mental health, so I'll leave it at the court's discretion.
We can, we won't disturb the bond. The new case is 250, okay? You can appoint the PD.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
General Fraser, refuse, Your Honor.
Okay, what would you like to, her reset?
She does have a private attorney assigned to a few of her cases, so I'm not sure if the private attorney is going to appear on her behalf.
Well, she came out on a warrant with a judge set bond, so why don't we just go ahead and do that? Probable cause, this is 22 CF 14225, one count of robbery, a $4,500 bond, one count of conspiracy to commit robbery, a $150 bond. Conditions of no return, no contact with co-defendants or witnesses. And she's got a private lawyer, you say?
Yes, but are you going to temporarily
We
appoint
can
us?
do that. We can appoint
Okay,
the
yes.
PD provisionally, okay?
Yes, no problem. No objection to waiving her appearance.
Are you Teresa Main?
And
Okay, Miss Main is here. All right, Miss Main, 22 CF 14255. We do find probable cause for one count of possession of a controlled substance. And one count of possession of methamphetamines, okay? We can set your bond as to count one in the amount of $1,000. Count two would be $100, and we can appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, okay? Thank you.
Your Honor, one moment, please. She has a question.
Yes.
Your Honor, I do apologize. She does have a question. She would like to know if she can be released on her own recognizance.
Does the
She
state-
doesn't,
Does the state object to that?
yes, the state does object to that.
Okay. I mean, I don't, does she, I don't think she has prior convictions, but, or does she have one out at?
Just out of state. A violation of Drug Cosmetic Act.
Does she doesn't qualify for PTR?
He did not qualify.
The state has concerns about releasing her on her own recognizance, given her history.
wait,
Well, I mean, is there a history of failing to appear? I mean, that's really the purpose of the bond. I don't know if I feel strongly one way or the other,
I don't see
frankly.
any-
She doesn't have anything violent, it looks like, but.
no, and no history of failures to appear either, Your Honor.
Ma'am, are you employed? Do you have a job?
I am not, but I just qualified for my Social Security, and I'm going to go back over to the coalition, and then I'm trying to get back home to Pennsylvania,
Is that where you live?
basically.
Okay, so you're transient right now?
Yeah, I was in a bad marriage. I'm actually in the end of my marriage here. That's why I came back to Florida, to get divorced. And I don't have a prior in Philadelphia or any other place in Pennsylvania. I haven't been in trouble only but once in my life.
How long have you been back in Florida?
I'm a couple years back and forth, but now I'm ready to go home. It's just a
And-
matter of getting all the paperwork signed correctly. I just got it on Thursday. So I didn't quite read all of it, but I can sign it, and then I can make arrangements to go home.
And where's
Soon as-
home again?
In Pennsylvania,
You know,
where I've
one of the reasons we give a bond is to ensure that you
well, I'll make
attend
sure I
court appearances.
yeah.
And if you have a court appearance and you fail to appear and you go out of state, that's a very long, very uncomfortable bus ride back to the state of
Yeah,
Florida.
I'll make sure I handle everything here first.
Okay. All right. So we can ROR her as to both counts, okay? She does need to keep all future court dates. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm looking for Courtney Burney. Are you Mr. Burney?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Burney is here. Let's see, Mr. Burney, 20 CF 3954. You got picked up on a violation of probation arrest warrant. Right now, it's no bond. We'll appoint the PD to represent you, though, okay?
Sir.
Thank you, sir. Is this,
Including mental health, Your Honor.
okay? We can reset her for tomorrow.
The defense has no objection to waiving her appearance, Your Honor.
All right, probable cause for a domestic violence battery by strangulation. We can set bond in the amount of $2,500. Order no contact with the victim alleged, separate residences, return one time with law enforcement, and do not possess weapons or firearms. We'll appoint the PD.
Thank you.
And can I have your name, please? I'm sorry?
Swali Barki.
Labarki, Miss Labarki. Okay, all right. Okay, court does find probable cause as to count one for neglect of a child causing great bodily harm. We would set bond there in the amount of $15,000. Count two, aggravated child abuse, bond would be set in the amount of $7,500. We would order no contact with the child or children involved. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender. Does anyone know, I mean, is the child in DCF custody, or is there another family member?
It's with a friend.
So she's with one of her friends?
From school.
It says DCF placed the child with a friend for the weekend, and then DCF's to follow up with the safety plan,
All
so.
right, but there'll be no contact here. Okay, all right, thank you. Are you Mr. Vizcaino? Luis? Okay. Okay, Mr. Vizcaino, he was picked up on an arrest warrant, so probable cause was found for 2 counts of domestic battery by strangulation, 1 count of resisting without violence. We do have someone here. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Can I have your name, please?
Brianna Burke?
Last name is Burke?
Yes.
Okay, what's your relationship with Mr. Vizcaino?
Ex-boyfriend?
Boy, do you live together?
No. He was staying with me for some time, but not living together.
This is also one that I don't see that I have the affidavit that supported. There's 2 counts of the domestic violence, so I don't know if there's 2 victims or 1. But ma'am, have you ever lived with him?
Yes.
Okay, but right now you say you do not live together, is that right?
Correct. I got him from Miami to come stay with me for a little bit while he found his own place, so he was with me for a week. But yeah.
And who is Brianna?
That's me.
That's you?
Mhm.
Brianna Arlene Destiny.
Yes.
So it appears as though she's the only other participant. Am I reading this right? So, Ms. Arlene Destiny, if Mr. Vizcaino is able to bond out of jail, an issue would be whether he's allowed to have any contact with you. Are you fearful of him?
No.
Okay. Has anything like this ever happened before?
No.
If he is able to get out of jail, would you like to have contact with him if I order there to be no hostile contact?
May you repeat the question?
Yes. Would you like to be able to have contact with him?
Yes.
And if we do allow that and something happens, you would have to call the police. There's nothing that we can do here to protect you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Does the state have any questions?
No, Your Honor, you covered it.
I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I was, yesterday, I was contacted by a state attorney regarding this case and everything. So basically just to, she asked me about the two charges that he has, which is the attempted strangulation. And I told her that I would call back today to let her know my decision. But of course, like, I didn't know that the office was closed today or whatever. So how would that go as far as like the decision? Like, can I tell you or?
That's a decision between you and the state. You would reach out to them on a normal business day.
Okay, so he wouldn't be charged for those until I give a decision or?
Our office can still decide to press charges, even without your wish to, even with your wish to drop. I would recommend that Monday you just call the ASA back, let her know what you're feeling. But as the judge said, if you have contact with him and you decide to press not to press charges, there's nothing our office can do to help you. And as far as like a no contact order or anything like that, if you feel that you need any help, please get an injunction, and I would reach out Monday to the state attorney to let her know.
And what is an injunction?
That's just, the clerk can explain it better, but that's to ensure that if you don't want him coming to your home or contacting you, that you have a protection that way. Because if you drop these charges, we can't order no contact or no hostile contact for that matter.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set his bond for count one in the amount of $2,500, count two, $150, count three, $1,000. We would order that Mr. Vizcaino have no hostile contact with the witness here. So that would be up to you. He's not, if he does anything violent towards you, you have to call law enforcement. But we're ordering that he have no hostile contact. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent Mr. Vizcaino, okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, are you Galen Jones? All right, so Mr. Jones is here. Mr. Jones, I reviewed the police report, and let's see. We do find probable cause for one count of domestic violence battery. We would set bond in the amount of $1,500.
And Your Honor, he does qualify for PTR.
He does qualify for PTR. Okay. Oh, thank you, he does. So we can allow him to do pretrial release. The conditions would be no contact with the victim alleged. They do need to maintain separate residences if they live together. He could return one time accompanied by law enforcement to obtain his belongings, and he's not to possess any firearms or weapons as a condition of release. And we can appoint the Office of the Public Defender, okay? Thank you very much.
Is that straight PTR or PTR with a bond?
No bond.
Okay, thank you.
Are you Mr. Abrahams?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. All right, Mr. Abraham, you got a cup. few things here. Case number 22CT553. You were picked up on a arrest warrant for failing to appear. There's no bond at this time as to that. Case number 22CF14288. We do find probable cause for possession of counterfeit driver's license, and that bond would be set in the amount of $2,500. Case number 22CT5988 is also a failure to appear. Was that the same one? Yes. And that's a $2,000 bond. And I believe you're out on bond in case number 22CF1137. That involves a scheme to defraud and larceny. And that bond's going to be forfeited at this time. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you as to all of these matters, and they will know what to do, okay? Thank you, Mr. Abrams. Are you Mr. Atkinson? Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Atkinson, I think you have some. 22CF14295, we do find probable cause for the following. One count of possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, that's a $1,000 bond. One count of disorderly intoxication, a $500 bond. One count on battery on a firefighter or EMT, that's a $2,500 bond. Count 4 is battery with 2 prior. I think that's a battery with 2 priors. I think that's what that is. Let's see.
I believe so, Your Honor.
Yes. Is that right? Yes. Okay. And we can set your bond there in an amount of $2,500. Count 5, resisting an officer with violence, a $1,000 bond. And count 6 is another count of battery with 2 priors, and we can set that in the amount of $500. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent Mr. Atkinson, order that he have no contact with the victims alleged here, no return to the location where this is alleged to have occurred, okay?
Your Honor, I just have 2 questions.
Yes,
What was the bond amount for the possession charge again?
$1,000.
And in regards to the last count of battery, I only seen 3 victims on the affidavit. I'm not sure what the other battery comes from. Which would be the 4th one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Where this one come from?
Well,
Yeah, like the officer, and then these are the 2 victims.
I mean, the battery on a firefighter or EMT is 1 count. And I think that gave him the other 3. There's 3 other.
I only have 3 batteries. Yeah.
It's showing like 7 on mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't know if I'm following, but I just.
This is it right here? Okay, so sometimes the officers, when they drop it off, they don't separate it.
Oh, I see.
Under that count, they put count 2 there.
Then we would ROR him as to count 6, because it looks like that's a duplicate. Okay, but 1 through 5, do we have those straight? Okay.
Can you go over them again once more, Your Honor?
Count 1, $1,000. Count 2, $500. Count 3, $2,500.
7,500.
What did we do for count 4? Do you remember?
2,500? That's what I have.
25, okay. And count 5, 1,000.
Thank you.
Or did I say 500 on count 5?
1,000.
You said
1,000?
1,000. You are on 6 and 500 for 7.
Atkinson, do you have any paperwork that has, totals this up? Okay, we've appointed the PD, so hopefully you'll be able to bond out. Be careful, please.
And posted bond on everything, correct?
Okay.
You're able-
Good luck, sir. Bye-bye. Count 7 ROR, just for our records, okay. Are you Mr. Ayala, Edwin?
Yes, sir.
You look familiar, Edwin? You're 18?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, here's what we have in your case, Edwin. 22 CF 14289, probable cause for possession of cannabis with the intent to sell or deliver, that's with a weapon. That's a $15,000 bond. Count 2, possession of a weapon by convicted delinquent, that's a $5,000 bond. Count 3, possession of ammunition by a person convicted of a delinquent act. We can lower that to a $500 bond. Count 4, possession of a firearm by a convicted delinquent, that would be a $5,000 bond. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Okay,
Sir.
his name?
Your Honor, can we waive the reading of the charges for this case?
Are you Mr. Ibar?
Yes.
So it's 3 counts, probable, I think it's 3 counts, probable cause was already found. He came in on a warrant. Are any of these punishable by life? I didn't look them up.
I'm checking now. Yes,
Count 1 would be,
I believe it's count 1, yes.
and counts 2 and 3 are F.
And then I believe the way that they're charged, they're all under the same.
So, Mr. Ibar, he's not going to get a bond today, okay? So we're going to, probable cause was previously found. We're going to set no bond at this time, appoint the Office of the Public Defender, and then he can request a bond hearing with the assigned judge going forward, okay? If he is released, there would certainly be no contact with victims alleged, no contact unsupervised with anybody under the age of 18. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ibar.
You want to keep the conditions same that it's on the warrant?
Was there anything else on the warrant?
Just no possession of pornographic or sexually explicit materials.
Yes, we would adopt all of the conditions on the warrant as well. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, say it again.
Michael Backman, sorry.
You, Mr. Backman? All right, Mr. Backman. Case 22 CF 14298, we do find probable cause for 1 count of possession of synthetic drug. That's a $2,500 bond. Count 2 is possession of drug paraphernalia. That's a $500 bond. He's out on case number 22 CF 12854, out on bond there. That's a burglary of unoccupied dwelling. 22 CF 9223, he's got a bond on trespass. On a construction site, so that's a felony, and burglary. Does the state want us to take action on the bonds he's out on?
Based on these charges, no, Your Honor, he's given a bond on this case, it's fine.
So we don't need to disturb those then. bonds we've indicated he has, we'll appoint the PD, okay? Good luck, Mr. Backman.
Just left him.
Are you Mr. Berry? Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. Berry. Okay, case is 22 CF 14277, I believe. We do find probable cause for one count of carrying a concealed firearm. That's a $2,500 bond. Count two, possession of cannabis less than 20 grams. We can ROR you as to count two. I think he's out on pretrial release. It looks like 22 CF 11105.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, has that been filed on? Do we know the status of that?
That case has been filed on, Your Honor, but we're asking that you do take no action in regards to that case, and if you're going to revoke release, that you do put a bond on there, Your Honor.
Your Honor, he's set for trial on that case, January 4th. Given the short amount of time, no objection, taking no action.
And we can take no action as to that. And we've appointed the PD, I think. If not, we'll do so now. Okay, thank you, Mr. Berry. All right, Marisol Cedeno? Ms. Cedeno? All right, Ms. Cedeno. You have a few cases. The first case is 22 CF 14280. We do find probable cause for one count of possession of cocaine, and we can set you a bond in the amount of $1,000 there. Case number 22 CT 7022. Probable cause is found for unauthorized tag to a vehicle. And that would be a $250 bond, I believe. Yeah, $250. You're out on bond in case 22 CF 11854. Those are drug offenses. I'm not going to take any action as to those bonds. Be careful. We'll appoint the PD to represent you, okay?
Kristen Dixon, refuse, Your Honor.
Okay. Would you like to deal with Mr. Dixon today or tomorrow?
We can waive his appearance, Your Honor.
All right, it's FTA, case number 22 CF 3419. No bond for failing to appear. Same thing as to 22 CT 1753. We'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender.
I believe he has a $1,000 bond on the 1753, Your Honor.
You are 2,000?
$2,000
Oh,
bond, Your Honor.
2,000? Okay.
2,000, sorry. And you are correct, so that would be a $2,000 bond as to that.
Matthew Falu.
Mr. Fallu? All right, good afternoon, Mr. Fallu. You came in on an arrest warrant. Probable cause was found for a conspiracy to commit armed robbery. And probable cause judge set bond in the amount of $50,000, and we will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. We would also order you have no contact with the alleged victim or any co-defendants. You're not to possess any weapons or firearms also if you're able to bond out, okay?
Your Honor, one moment, please. He does have a question.
Okay?
I'm not sure when I read the arrest warrant if you're able to modify the bond. He would like the bond reduced, Your Honor.
Is the state able to discuss that today?
Well, I can just say, based off of his history, we would ask that it remain as it was set by the signing judge.
He can have a bond reduction hearing, I think, to give the state more time to, and as well as him, to give reasons to the assigned judge. So we're gonna leave it as it is for now. The Office of the Public Defender will know what to do if they think it should be reduced, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, it's Mr. Fallu.
Henry Ferguson, Jr.
All right, Mr. Ferguson. Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Ferguson.
How you doing, sir?
Let's see.
I'm doing too good.
All right. Mr. Ferguson came in on an arrest warrant. Probable cause was found for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Bond is set in the amount of $3,000. He's to have no contact with the alleged victim. He's not to possess any weapons or firearms, we will appoint the office of the public defender to represent him, okay? Thank you, sir.
It depends.
Probably not a good idea, but you're welcome to speak to her.
One moment, please, Your Honor.
Sure. Need the statute number on. You did? It wasn't that hard, was it? I was gonna see. Look at the statute. Okay, say it again, we'll write it down for Natalie. 8. See if that's attempted card. Are you Mr. Isaiah Fort?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Mr. Fort. Case number 22 CF 14279. We do find probable cause for one count of grand theft of a motor vehicle. That's a $2,000 bond. One count of possession of methamphetamine. That would be a $1,000 bond. We would order that you have no contact with the alleged victim here of this, and we'll appoint the office of the public defender to represent you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. You're Mr. Willie Griffin? All right, Mr. Griffin. 22 CF 1429, we do find probable cause for aggravated battery with a weapon. Actually, you came in on an arrest warrant for that. Bond is set in the amount of $3,500. We order that you have no contact with the victim alleged here. You're not to possess any firearms or other weapons. He is out on bond for possession of cannabis with the intent to sell or deliver.
No information has been filed in that case, Your Honor. Defense will be asking that you take no action in regards to that case.
Does the state have a position?
I'm looking now.
Lots of arrests, one conviction is what I'm showing, or?
That's what I have as well, Your Honor. The state would ask that he be revoked and given a new bond, if he's not required to go before the judge in that case. He's out on bond for.
From my reading of his criminal history, Your Honor, I don't see any failure to appears. I do just see only 2 felonies and 1 misdemeanor.
We'll take no action as to the bonds he's out on, okay? And we'll appoint the PD.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you Mr. Henderson, Jeffrey? Hi, Mr. Henderson, your new case, 22 CF 14291. We do find probable cause for one count of possession of methamphetamine. That's a $1,000 bond. One count of cannabis less than 20 grams. We can ROR you as to that. You are out on bond on case 22 CF 13065, also drug offenses. And so that bond would be forfeited. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you as to the new case, okay? Thank you.
Felicia Lomax, bonded.
Lomax bonded, thank you.
Marcelino Shilo, mental health.
Defense has no objection to waiving their appearance, Your Honor.
21 CF 5243 FTA, no bond. Also 22 MM 8264 PC for resisting without violence, a $500 bond, and we can appoint the PD.
Charles Malik, refuse, Your Honor.
Defense has no objection to waiving his appearance, Your Honor.
Okay.
The only thing we'll ask is that you take no action on the add-on bond case because there was a notice of non-filing filed as well.
They're not going to file? Otherwise I would, but if there's a decision not to file,
As of yet.
well, do you want to bring her back? Because I would, if the state still, because similar offense.
Okay.
Just one second, let me. 1, 2. Yeah, I don't have any information on the out on bond case. If you,
We can roll it to tomorrow, it's fine.
I'll leave it at the court's discretion. There are similar charges. It's
Well,
very clear.
I'm going to revoke it or forfeit it. So if you want her to present for that, we can reset her for tomorrow.
No, she doesn't have to be present for that.
Okay, okay. So as to the one she's out on, 22 CF 12059, I believe?
Yes.
Okay, that bond would be forfeited. On her new case, probable cause for possession of cocaine, $1,000 bond. Tampering with physical evidence, $1,000 bond. Possession of drug paraphernalia, $500, and we will appoint the PD. Are you Mr. Joel Mirko Delfonso? Close? Okay, all right. You got picked up on a warrant for violating probation, all right? There's no bond right now. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, okay? Okay, we can provisionally appoint the PD. You do? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Then we'll save them. Are you Mr. Newsom? Keon Newsom? Okay. All right, you have a few things here. Case number 22 CF 8218. We do find probable cause for armed burglary of a conveyance with a firearm. That will be set no bond at this time. Count 2, grand theft, third degree of a firearm. That could be a $2,500 bond. We would order no victim contact as a condition of release if he's able to bond out there. Case number 22 CF 8500, probable causes found for grand theft, third degree of a motor vehicle. That would be a $2,500 bond. One count of burglary of a conveyance, a $250 bond. He has case 22 CF 9391. We do find probable cause for grand theft motor vehicle. That would be a $1,000 bond. He's out on bond in case 22 CF 7603. That's a grand theft case, and that bond would be forfeited, and we will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent Mr. Newsom. Okay?
Adrian Ocasio, refuse, Your Honor.
So Ocasio,
Refuse, Your Honor.
No objection to waiving his appearance, Your Honor.
all right, so
We will just ask that no action is taken on all the add-on bond cases. This is a driving while license is suspended charge.
that's fine. So probable cause was previously found for one count of grand theft third degree, that's a $7,500 bond. One count of scheme to defraud, $150 bond. 9 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card, each one of those is a $150 bond. Fraudulent use of personal information of another, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 counts. Those are also $150 each. And I think 9 counts of obtaining property by false personation, also $150 per count. 2 counts of forgery, that's 30 and 31, and those would be $150 bonds. The total is $12,000 on those bonds, and we'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender. We can take no action on case 22 CT 2453 that he's out on bond.
My name is Eric Robinson.
Your Honor, in regards to this case, before a bond amount is set, client would like to know if he can be released on his own recognizance in regards to this case. He does have surgery coming up on Tuesday, I believe, because he's blind in which eye? On his right eye, and he has a hernia. So he has surgery for the, what do you have surgery for? Can you let the court know? For a stent? For a stent to be put in his eye because he's, and hernia surgery, Your Honor.
Well, we can tell you to start, I guess, that we do find probable cause for 1 count of possession of cocaine, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Does the state have any objection to ROR?
No, Your Honor, but the state does have concerns about his use prior to his surgery, so please be careful.
Okay. So we're going to release you ROR.
Sir.
Be careful. We're going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. Okay, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Good luck. You able to hold these for now? And then
Felix
when we
Rodriguez.
get done, and then- 'cause we're gonna probably- Thank you so much. Are you Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, 22 CF 14300, we do find probable cause for grand theft third degree of a motor vehicle. Bond will be set in the amount of $1,000. You're to have no contact with the victim alleged, no return to the location of the alleged theft, and we will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, okay?
Your Honor, I do apologize. Do you have any objection to RR and client? I see as though he does not have a criminal history, even though he does not qualify for PTR.
All I can do is ask the state.
Given the nature of the charge, we would object to an ROR.
I
believe
would
it was-
agree with that, my personal opinion, so we're gonna leave it as it is, okay? All right, are you Mr. Sepulveda Moya? Can I have your name, sir?
Alex Valle.
Mr. Valle, okay, we had, is it Marcia Josefina Sepulveda?
We don't have that right now with that, Your Honor.
Do you have a booking number for them, Your Honor?
Oh, where's the booking number? Do you know? Which number is that?
It would start with 2202.
220200430861?
That's not it, Your Honor.
Oh, sure, and I'll deal with it.
I do have a PC challenge for this case when we get started on it, Your Honor.
They bonded, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, and you're Alex Valle?
Yes, sir.
All right, so he has two cases?
Yes, a VOP and two charges.
Okay. Tell me what you think. This is 22 CF 14274.
So prior to, I guess the probation officers were the one that searched the location, and they were informed, I believe, by the officers to search the location. And prior to them searching the home, there was no search warrant until after a gun was found.
Okay, well, I think that's a suppression issue, right?
True.
I mean, that might be a defense to this, but I don't think I would deal with a motion to suppress here today. So
Okay.
I think we'd find probable cause, and there might be defenses here. Is that the basis for his VOP?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe so.
And I'm going to find PC
Okay.
for the possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. That's a $5,000 bond. Possession of ammunition by a convicted felon, we can reduce that to a $1,000 bond. That would provide a basis for violating his probation. But that probation's out of Hernando County, right? I mean, I don't know if I have the authority to revoke.
There's already, I believe there's no bond set on that. I don't think so.
So they know that came from Hernando?
That's what I have, Your Honor.
I have no bond for that one.
Okay. Okay, then that would be no bond. Someone would have to, he'll deal with the charges here, and then there would be a hold from Hernando County, but we'll appoint the PD to represent him in the meantime, okay? Are you Thaddeus Williams?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams, do you have a stable address, or are you?
Kind of homeless at the moment, but I got, places I go.
All right, I do find probable cause for possession of cocaine. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance today. We'll appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you. All right, good luck.
Thanks, sir.
How about Justin, are you Mr.?
Justin Wilson, bonded, Your Honor.
Thank you, Justin Wilson bonded. Are you Miss Hamilton?
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss Hamilton. All right, case number 22MM80004. We do find probable cause for petty theft, or and your bond there would be set in the amount of $500. No return to the location of the alleged offense, no contact with the alleged victim. Looks like she's out on bond for grand theft third degree and resisting a merchant in case 22 CF 12308. And that bond would be forfeited at this time. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender. Thank you, Ms. Hamilton.
No bond in out of bond case. It was revoked. Out on bond case, the bond was revoked. So you're unable to bond out. No.
Are you Mr. DeVince?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. DeVince, we do find probable cause for driving with a license suspended or revoked. We'd set your bond the amount of $500, and we will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, okay? Thank you, sir. Are you James Edwards?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Edwards, we do find probable cause for one,
And he does qualify for PTR, Your Honor.
yes, thank you. One count of DUI, one count of a refusal to submit to DUI testing. You do qualify for pretrial release, so we'll allow you to do PTR. You're not to consume or possess any alcohol as a condition of your release, and we will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Are you Mr. Leach?
Yes, sir.
All right, good afternoon. We do find probable cause for one count of DUI.
He also qualifies
You
for PTO.
qualify for pretrial release, so we can allow you to do that. You're not to use or possess any alcohol as a condition of your release.
Sir.
And we will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you.
I'm sorry, sir. Can I please hear the last part again?
Yeah, we've appointed the Public Defender to represent you. You're going to do PTR, no alcohol, while this is pending,
Of
okay?
course, of course.
Thank you. Good luck.
Jonathan Marchis, bonded.
Archie's bonded, thank you.
Ricardo Shank, behavior.
Ricardo.
Just got PTR.
I'll have Ricardo.
So Marchese bonded,
Yes, Your Honor.
or no, behavior or bond, I'm sorry.
Jonathan Marchis is bonded.
Hang is behavior.
Ricardo Shank is behavior.
Oh, and I don't have that one, do
I don't either.
I have a Christian Tejeda.
Tejada.
Okay, sorry, Tejada.
Sorry, that was aggressive. My bad.
I've got Preji Sazi Hadron Nair.
Does anyone have a booking number?
220 220N063 6913, is that, can you show me where?
Yeah. I'll type it in quick. They bonded.
N-A-I-R. Kirk Sneeds,
I don't have that one, docket, Your Honor.
22028769.
They bonded.
Thank you. Christian Tejada,
I have that also, Your Honor.
22028780.
Bonded. Yes.
Ricardo Chang,
That's behavior, Your Honor.
behavior, okay.
Defense has no objection to waiving his appearance. However, in the add-on bond cases, notice of non-filing was found in each of those two cases, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll take no action there. We do find probable cause in his new case for trespass to occupied structure, $500 bond, petty theft, $500, resisting without violence, $500 bond, no return to the location of the theft, no contact with the victim alleged. We'll appoint to PD. Walter Corbett, you Mr. Corbett?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, Mr. Corbett. So he comes in, probable cause for possession of cannabis, misdemeanor amount. It doesn't look like, does the state have any objection to ROR for him?
No, Your Honor.
So we'll appoint the PD to represent you, Mr. Corbett, but you can be released on your own recognizance, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, good luck. Okay, so we reset him?
We can waive his appearance if the state has no objection to him being RR'd upon release from medical.
Can you order a no return if he's ROR?
Probably not, but he can also, he could plea on this or no?
Yes, it's playable.
Let's just bring him tomorrow. If he wants to plea, we can figure something out. Okay, so this one is reset for tomorrow, okay? Are you Jorge Ortiz? No?
Behavior, Your Honor.
There's an offer for this case as well. We can reset this for tomorrow, Your Honor.
So Mr. Ortiz, reset for tomorrow, possible plea.
Jamie Reynolds bonded.
Randall's bonded. Reynolds, thank you. Frederick Roberts? All right, Mr. Roberts.
Your Honor, there is an offer to resolve this case. However, he wants to fight this case. He doesn't want to resolve the case, so he would like to know if you were able to release him on his own recognizance.
We do find probable cause for trespass on school grounds or a facility, also resisting without violence. State's position as to bond.
We would object to an ROR.
We'll keep the trespass at $250. Actually, let's do it the other way around. Resisting without $500. We can ROR him as to the trespass. We'll appoint the PD, okay?
Okay, Your Honor.
No return to the school where it's alleged to have occurred as a condition of release. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Alonzo Smith?
Yes.
You, Mr. Smith? Hi, Mr. Smith. Case number 22CMM8245. We do find probable cause for trespass on property after a warning. We would set your bond the amount of $250. Order no return to the location on Ravenhall Avenue.
1 second.
He's out on bond in 21 CF 12511, it looks like.
One moment, please, Your Honor. We're done, Your Honor. I apologize.
Okay. He's out on bond in the case. I would forfeit those bonds.
He's asking that you take no action in regards to that case, Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
That you take no action in regards to the out on bond case.
I did?
Oh, you took no action on it? No, you took
No,
action.
I want to forfeit the bond.
Oh, okay. I was saying he wants you to take no action, but you're forfeiting the
I
bond.
know he
Okay.
wants that. I don't blame
Okay.
him, but that's not going to happen.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Are you Wendy Williams?
Yes.
All right, good afternoon. We do find probable cause for trespass on property after a warning. We could set bond in the amount of $500. Order no return to this location. Ravenhall Avenue,
Your Honor, I apologize. Can I speak to her for one moment, please?
okay?
Thank you. Do you have any mental health issues or diagnosis? Do you have any mental health issues or diagnosis? No.
I think I just changed. I think that's.
Okay, so that's what I thought I
Because
heard.
yeah.
Okay, so this is correct. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Your Honor, in regards to Ms. Williams' case, There is an offer to resolve the case, and she's willing to accept the offer.
Okay.
The offer to resolve the case is adjudication of guilt, court costs, cost of prosecution, 7 days Orange County Jail with credit for time served for 2 days, and no return to 2022 Ravenall Avenue. She would like for you to consider if you would like to consider lowering the amount of days that the state gave for the offer.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Are you Wendy Williams?
Yes.
How old are you, Miss Williams?
57.
What is your highest level of education?
10th.
10th grade. Are you able to read and write English?
Yes.
Are you today under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or any medication?
No.
Is there anything wrong mentally or physically that would interfere with your ability to understand what we're doing?
No.
Okay, so I've been given this plea form here. You just had it over there a minute ago. Did you read, understand, and sign this document?
Yes.
And by entering a plea today, that's what you'd like to do, resolve this by a plea of, is this a no contest plea or a guilty plea?
No contest, Your Honor.
You want to resolve this with a plea of no contest, is that right? By doing that, you're giving up certain rights, and those are explained here. Those include your right to have a trial and your right to call witnesses and make defenses. You understand you're waiving rights by doing this today? Has anybody threatened you or coerced you to do this? Okay. And it looks like you're entering a plea of no contest to one count of trespass on property after a warning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And was there anything magical about the 30 days, or is that just?
No, Your Honor, it was 7 with 2 days for credit time served.
It's 7. Well, I wrote down 30. That's,
Oh, no, it's 7.
okay, sorry, I misheard you.
The reasoning for that, though, is that Ms. Williams was told on December 5th that she needed to vacate the premises. They were very gracious in giving her time to leave, and she still refused to do so. And the victims indicated that they did wish to prosecute.
I would have gotten involved on 30. I think 7 were okay, so I'm sorry for that. So what we'll do is adjudicate Ms. Williams guilty, 7 days in the Orange County Jail with credit for 2 days' time served. She's previously been trespassed. Once she finishes the sentence, she's done. I mean, I can tell her not to go back. You've been trespassed before. You cannot go back to this property. Otherwise, you're going to get arrested again. But I can't give her a condition that extends past her incarceration unless she has probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
She doesn't, okay? But you know you've been trespassed from 2022 Ravenall Avenue, so you can't go back there. Otherwise, you're going to be right back here, okay? We are going to assess the court cost. Do you know what those are? So it's $273, and we can reduce that to a civil judgment, okay? Ms. Williams, do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Good luck. You have 30 days to appeal, okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Francis Wiltshire refused.
Okay, Wiltshire refuse.
There's an offer to resolve this case. We can roll this case to tomorrow, Your Honor.
We can reset that for tomorrow.
Justin Flynn, medical.
Mr. Justin Flynn is medical, out-of-county warrant. Sure. You sure?
Yes.
Okay. Justin Flynn was medical.
No objection to waiving his appearance, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's an out-of-county warrant at no bond, so we'll appoint the PD and arrangements can be made to get him to the county. Oh, Flynn has 2 cases. And they both are no bond, failure to appears. Okay. All right. Are you Mr. Lampkin?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Lampkin. You also have a out-of-county warrant for violation of probation. Looks like Hillsborough County. It's no bond right now.
Yes.
All right, so we'll appoint the PD to represent you while you're here, but arrangements will be made to get you to Hillsborough County, all right?
And he does have reporting requirements.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
72 hours, I think.
She said I have what?
There's no bond in regard.
For your address.
You, Mr. Lennon?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Lennon, you also have an out-of-county warrant. It's no bond. Okay, that looks like Osceola County. We'll appoint the PD, but arrangements will be made to get you to Osceola County, okay? Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, are you Rafael Martinez? Sir. All right, good afternoon, Mr. Martinez. You have a out-of-county warrant as well. Right now, it is no bond. Looks like Duval County up in Jacksonville. Okay, so we'll appoint the PD to represent you while you're here. An arrangement should be made to get you to Duval County, all right? Thank you, sir.
When do I speak to a PD?
Well, there's a lot going on here, but I don't know the answer to that. Do you know?
I'm not too sure. It depends. If Duval, I think they have about 72 hours to come get him, so if they don't get him within 72 hours, then maybe.
I mean, they have 72, and you might not see one within that time, but Duval County is going to be notified you're here and you've been picked up. They need to get you up there. If they don't do it in 72 hours, then the corrections doesn't want to keep you here. So in all likelihood, you'd be released. But my guess is Duval County is going to make arrangements to get you up there. You would see a judge when you get there, okay? Thank you. Are you Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, sir.
Mythos? All right. So you got picked up on a violation of probation. It's no bond right now. We can appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Are you Miss Townsend? I am. All right, looks like you've got an out-of-county warrant from Okaloosa County. Right now, it is no bond. So arrangements will be made to get you there. We can appoint the PD to represent you while you're here, okay? Thank you very much. Are you Mr. Williams? All right. It's 22 CF 6877, picked up for violating probation. It is no bond on a VOP warrant, no bond. We will appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you, okay? Thank you, sir.
He does have that misdemeanor case. Was he arraigned already on the misdemeanor case?
He was already seen on that.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Renato Munoz, refuse, Your Honor.
All right, he can be reset for tomorrow. Maybe we can plead that out.
Yeah, there's a credit time serve offer on that, so you can just add an extra day.
We'll get him tomorrow. Mr. Randall, is that you? Mr. Randall is here.
He did sign a plea form, Your Honor. There is an offer to resolve his case.
Okay, we can take care of that. That's fine.
The offer is a no contest plea for adjudication of guilt, credit time served, a filing fee, and court costs.
Okay.
What is the case number? I just don't have that.
22MO135680.
Thank you.
Mr. Randall, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. And you told us that you're Ezekiel Randall. How old are you, Mr. Randall?
43 years old,
And what is your highest level of education?
the 9th grade.
All right, are you able to read and write English?
Yes.
Are you today under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or any medications?
No.
Is there anything wrong that would interfere with your ability to understand what we're doing here today?
No.
All right, I've been given this plea form here. Did you read, understand, and sign this? So if you enter a plea today, you're giving up or waiving certain rights, and those are all explained here, okay? You're waiving your right to have a trial, for example. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Has anyone threatened you or coerced you to do this today?
No.
And it looks like you're entering a plea of no contest to a open container city ordinance or county ordinance. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we do accept your plea. It's freely and voluntarily made. Mr. Randall's alert, intelligent. He understands what we're doing. He's represented by competent counsel. He's adjudicated guilty. He's given credit for time served. And his court costs are $223 in court costs. Mr. Randall, are you employed? Do you have a job?
Not at this time, I don't.
Okay, and do you have a stable residence or are you a transient?
I have a steady resident I go to.
Okay.
But I just come here from another state.
All right. Well, we'll convert your court costs into a civil judgment, okay? Going to have to be paid eventually, all right? Do you have any questions? Good luck. You have 30 days to appeal. Are you Miss, is it Smith Wire?
Weir.
Weir, okay, Ms. Smith Weir. You also, there is probable cause for violating a county ordinance.
There is an offer to resolve her case, Your Honor. I just haven't been able to convey that offer to her. Can I speak to her for 1 moment, please?
Okay,
Thank you.
because they get hit with $50. They're giving a service, in my opinion.
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There is I just need the case number, please, Your Honor.
It's 22CO1366AO.
Okay. It'll be adjudication of guilt, a no contest plea, credit for time served, a filing fee, and court costs, Your Honor.
Okay. And you said it's Miss Smith Weir,
Yes, sir.
is that right? And what is your highest level of education?
High school diploma.
Okay, so you can read and write English, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you today under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or any medication?
No, sir.
Is there anything wrong physically or mentally that would interfere with your ability to understand what we're doing here?
No, sir.
Okay. This is the plea form that you just had. Did you read, understand, and sign this form?
Yes.
By entering a plea today, you're waiving certain rights, and those are explained here. They do include your right to take this to a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you to do this?
No, sir.
And you're entering a plea of no contest to violating a city or county ordinance related to nudity, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And I do accept your plea today. I find it to be freely and voluntarily made. Ms. Smith Weir is alert, intelligent, understands what we're doing here today. She's represented by competent counsel. So we will adjudicate you guilty of this. We will give you a time-served sentence, and the court costs are $223, is that right? $223 in court costs. We can reduce those to a civil judgment. We wish you well. You have 30 days to appeal, okay?
Sounds
Good luck. Bye-bye.
good, sir.
It's not too bad. Anything else from the state?
No, Your Honor, that's everything.
Thank you for your help. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Thanks.
All my offers.
I'm gonna try them anyway. Thank you.
Good.
They're always mad when I don't have the offers, but then when I have them, they don't like them. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's ringing now, so you're good. Okay.
All right.
Too many cases tomorrow. You're not going to do this to me? To us, to us.
We're always waiting. We start with us.
You're not here tomorrow?
We're here.
Oh, okay.
He said he's gonna start at 9. Let's see if it
Almost done.
run about 10:30.
I did, you have a good weekend.
You as well.
I always got stuff to do.
I'm never not busy.
The Christmas tree is halfway.
Oh, my Christmas decorating is done.
You're the boss? Tiffany used to be the boss, right? She's a juvie.
I have no idea. I gotta call somebody. I don't know what's going on with that.
Okay.
No, he let you down. Can't have that.
No bond.
Can't be having that.
Did you read the
Yeah, it says
the warrant on
second
that?
degree murder.
Tiffany Sterling.
It says second degree murder.
Yes.
I'll see her, because
I don't think he's going.
I'll be at juvie on Tuesday to watch the kids who are in foster care over there. They sing Christmas carols every year. So I'll see her. I usually go watch those kids. I think at 3. I'll confirm that if you want to come. It's really, they do a nice job. They do a nice job. Oh, that's important.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's one for the.
Yeah, I read that.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Yes, I did. That's wrong.
Yeah, allegedly.
I just don't, yeah.
17 years old.
Yes.
Good rest of your weekend.
How often does this happen? Do you rotate? Oh, so you volunteer for this?
Yeah.
Oh, great. And the PD rotates? Because it used to be the other way around. There was always the same PD here. The state rotated, but now you're.
Be here tomorrow?
Bye-bye.
I will not be here tomorrow. Keisha will be here tomorrow. Keisha. I think Lakeisha. Keisha Williams.
Oh,
No.
No,
No, Keisha. No, she's not tall. She's usually here on the weekend.
Well,
She's usually here
I just
after me
misheard
on the
her,
weekend.
because I would have.
You'll know when you see her tomorrow.
He showed up again? Oh, he didn't, okay. So that juvenile, we don't need to talk to juvenile.
Maybe they didn't close the
He'll be
outside
back
door.
tomorrow.
This is what you need, but I think the clerk made an error, and they can't, in downtown, they closed that case. I think it should have been juvenile felony, not from felony to juvenile. So,
He's gonna be recalled tomorrow.
okay.
Can you key her out? They didn't close the. I think they didn't close the outside door.
You're welcome. Oh, yeah, hold on, Judge, because there's some that you didn't sign for
What?
us. Yes. There's that one. And I had some questions about these.
Bye-bye.
All right, so with George, Armando, Ortiz, was there, did you say these, or did you reduce? Is there any other things? When was reduced to judgment?
I think we did that for all of them.
That white form? You didn't tell me like the judgment form? Okay.
Oh, Your Honor.
I work both of those days. I don't know what to use. Today is the 7th and the 8th. I don't have to do nothing with me. Nothing with me. Rich.
You and me both.
You don't want to get rich. I just want to, I say like, live good. That's all.
Live good, live good?
Yeah, live good.
Just live comfortable?
Yeah, that's it. Not when you're rich, I can notice a lot of people.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, just finish. We'll let you
They didn't worry so much about the money. They don't even speak.
Right, they don't even get to enjoy it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
if I would, or girls, have a good weekend.
See, yeah.
See you guys tomorrow. I'll not be inside the courtroom, but I'll be around.
If I can find it. Where was he at? What was he?
He's misdemeanor, trespass.
Okay, so he's a misdemeanor people. So last name Roberts?
Frederick Antonio.
Mm-hmm. 500 on the resisting without, and then ROR on the trespass. Yeah, sure.
Missing. That page is missing? So this is Wendy, right? And you said you're missing the second page? Oh, yeah. Did you want to see yours?
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good.
Here she is.
Miss, why you hide my jacket, huh?
Did Wiltshire refuse or was he medical? I'm gonna say he. Yeah, I haven't wrote anything. Oh. Cause I know we had to reset him because there's an option, but I don't remember if he was medical or.
So Wiltshire?
Yeah, Wiltshire.
refused.
He refused, okay.
I thought you'd be gone.
No, I went to the bathroom, I turned my radio. I'm gonna leave this one here, I'm gonna take this one
There you go.
home. But have a good one.
Have a good one.
Whatever. So last weekend, I told you to come to me. How about you know what I've been going through? How about that? So I start over. I'm gonna go in here and come back out, and y'all should start over. Why you straightening me? I'm just saying. So why you didn't come last weekend? That, I know something probably happened this week, but you was okay last week? Yeah. Jack, I got the schedule. Oh, thank you. You okay? Yes. I'm sorry for being mean. This is skeleton. I'm sorry. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. Huh? You still gotta take care of yourself.
Oh, Lord. Do you know where he was supposed to be?
He's a felony. I don't think he did because of.
Let me, he was a felony, felony. So he's an Ayala, so he would be in the front. I think we're still on, yeah, we are. Yes. You said Edwin, right?